Can I clear this so I don't get confused and start reading somebody else's? Hello, good morning. I am jet lagged as anything. It's definitely nighttime to me. Ready for a drink.
And I don't know, maybe dance the night or day away?
Watch me dance, dance the night away.
And I'm just going to listen, disclaimer, I'm not really a motivational words kind of gal.
Yeah, Adele was at the Women in Entertainment event yesterday morning and received the Sherry Lansing Leadership Award, but she had to give an acceptance speech.
I've never prepared one of these in my life. I do, of course, though, as quite a few people in the room know, I have the gift of the gab. I can absolutely talk for hours and eat your ear off, but when I talk for hours, it's about nothing.
Now, it wasn't nothing when she talked to the Hollywood Reporter before the event for a print interview. At one point, she was practically levitating when she talked about another pop star. I'm also very excited that Dua Lipa is back. When I first ever heard "I've Got New Rules, I Count 'Em," that song, I remember saying to my manager, whoa, I was like, she should be the next big pop girl. And she is. And she was also at the Women in Entertainment event.
What's one thing you love about Adele?
Well, first of all, she's our British queen. I just love her. And I'm just such a fan of her music. She's got the most unbelievable voice, and her lyrics have always been very touching to me, and she's somebody I've always looked up to.
I'm trying to work out what to say. I realise it's actually been 17 years that I've been a signed artist, which is kind of crazy.
I'm always fanning over Adele. That's just like, that's my queen.
And they got to fan over each other.
Also finally got to meet Dua Lipa. Bit starstruck, absolutely love her, another Londoner.
Adele immediately felt a connection to Dua beyond the pop stardom.
I'm not quite, it's hard with this microphone, isn't it, Dua? We're very, very tall, we're supermodels. Well, you are, I'm not, but anyway.
Actually, Dua's 5'6" and Adele's 5'7", so there you go. So the slightly taller pop star continued to gab about the magic of the slightly shorter pop star in her print interview with the Hollywood Reporter. I'm so excited she's back. She wasn't even gone very long. I couldn't work like that either. It's too much. I can't cope sharing myself all the time.
And sometimes I wonder within those 17 years if people think that I'm calculated, you know, when I disappear for years on end, that I'm elusive and that I believe that less is more, or, you know, something like that. But the real reason that I've only had 4 albums, I chose to reject the scarcity of success and the idea that you have to be constantly relevant to be successful. And that perhaps, just maybe, I could be a hit both on and off the stage, and you'll never guess what, f***ing got away with it.
She has. I mean, Dua is probably going to release album 3 at the first quarter of 2024, and that'll be her 3rd album, in less than 7 years. So yeah, it's a pretty typical spread. Now, before we get back to Adele, of course, the demand of a collab comes up in the comments of the picture together. Do you think that would work? As I began to contemplate it, I realized, well, Adele hasn't worked with anybody. The only thing she did was that, I hate to even recall this, but the Easy On Me remix with Chris Stapleton, where she didn't re-record her vocals, he just recorded new vocals to add on to hers over Zoom. And yeah, it was just it was so terrible. And two of the greatest singers around, and that's not the way to do it. So yeah, other than that, I don't think she's worked with anybody. I can't think of anybody else that she's duetted with. So yeah, it seems unlikely that she would do a duet with Dua Lipa. The two of them together, I can see it working. Kind of like a Bang Bang style song. Yeah, I can totally see it working. But Adele just seems to want to keep it to herself.
I accept this leadership award as an invitation to carry on being myself. It's got me quite far. But also as a reminder that I'm following you. I'm going to get serious for 1 second. Yourself. And so I stand here today as a testament to all of you. All of the women before me and beside me who broke down doors and left them open for us. I don't have stories of how my path to success was hard, because it wasn't. And I know that's rare, and I know I'm lucky. Whew. But that's because of you. A lot of you had to claim your power, and you've given me mine. Thank you for leaving the key.
Yeah, Adele found the key, and it's the key that worked back in the CDs era. I think, nothing has really changed. I think the music industry just got scared off of the old model, but I think the old model works. Make your music, make your album an event. Don't just keep on feeding people. Make you go away for a while and build up the hype, build up the anticipation for a new collection of songs, and then, let that album have a life. Beyonce just released a concert film for an album that came out 18 months prior. Don't release half-baked jam sessions that you did over the weekend. Like, there's a reason that artists used to take 2 to 3 to 4 years in between albums. Like, you have to finesse and rework and rethink and replace songs along the way. Like, I think about Renaissance again. Like, regardless if you like that album, I mean, there's so many layers and so many different sounds and so many different quirks going on. Like, that doesn't happen over a weekend. That's like months and months of reworking songs. So, yeah, I think you need to go back to the old motto. I think actually a lot of pop star fan bases get that. A few of them don't. But yeah, I think for the most part, like, they understand it's going to take it 2 to 3 years in between albums, even longer than that. But yeah, how do you feel about the less is more approach that Adele's taken over her 17-year career so far?
Like I said at the top, even though it's morning, it only feels right to say goodnight. So thank you very much.